Yeah. What up? What up? Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it once again. Once again with another boxing video. Alright. So, Erislandy Lara, he's not staying at 160 pounds. Okay? He copped himself a little vacant Reggie belt. Actually, it's not even the Reggie belt. You know, the WBA's been had probably since the mid 2000s. They've had they used to only have two. Well, they should only have one. Well, in the mid 2000s, they brought on this thing called the WBA World Belt. Okay, so there's the WBA Super Belt, and then there's the WBA World Belt. And for example, at 154 pounds, Jermell Charlo is the WBA Super Champ at 154 pounds. Man, what's his name? Erislandy Lara is the WBA World Champ, okay? At the WBA. It's horrible boxing, too many belts. You know, like the man Floyd Mayweather said, you know, there's too many belts in boxing. I'm sure he doesn't like the idea of that because now anybody can call themselves a world champion. But you know, Floyd Mayweather himself is not practicing what he preaches, because any time the man Gervonta Davis has fought for in the WBA title fight, it's been for the WBA World Belts. It's never been for the Super Belts. Like when Lomachenko had the Super Belt, Tank had the World Belt at 135. But I believe he has the Super Belt at 130, beating Leo Santa Cruz. Beat nobody, but anyway, it's the WBA. Naoya Inouye's 118-pound super champion bantamweight, while Guillermo Regendow is the WBA World Champion. It's stupid, but now they call Erislandy Lara a two-weight champion, two different weight classes. I personally and I'm an old school so world belts. When there's a man holding the super belt on himself, middleweight, super middleweight, heavyweight, bantamweight, whatever division in boxing, champion of the world. You know what I mean? But with that being said, Erislandy Lara wants the winner of Brian Castano versus Jermell Charlo. That's happening, I believe, sometime in the summertime for undisputed at 154 pounds. Jermell Charlo holds 3 straps, IBF, WBC, and WBA, and Castano holds himself a WBO world title at 154 pounds. Now, Erislandy Lara has been asking for this fight with Jermell Charlo for years. I've been going back to videos I was doing in 2017 with Erislandy Lara. He said he'll fight either or, any of the Charlos. He'll fight any of the Charlos. More specifically, the guy in his weight class at 154 pounds. I'd love to see that fight. You know, Jermell Charlo is no longer with Ronnie Shields in Houston. I believe, he definitely is with what's Errol's best trainer's name? Somebody James, Derek James, former fighter. I've seen Derek James fight before back in the day in the 90s. And then he campaigned at middleweight. So yeah, man, Jermell Charlo would be a great fight versus Erislandy Lara. He's either number 1 or pound for pound in boxing. But you know, pound for pound list is subjective, but I just can't really see how anybody can consider Jermell Charlo 154-pound. A pound for pound fighter, you know what I'm saying? Not that he hasn't put in the work, you know? But Jermell Charlo, I've watched him for years, man. Jesus Christ, man. I'll put my shit on. Jermell Charlo, I've been watching this guy on my television screen since about 2010. Jamal Charlo, I remember when him and his brothers had rights, you know what I'm saying? They've been professional boxers for, I believe, 15 years now. You know, these guys, they know spring chickens. They finally got their first pay-per-view last year during COVID in September, I believe. I believe it was a forced pay-per-view as far as, you know, PBC was just trying to get back into the mix of boxing. And they needed to, you know, for the fighters to earn without a crowd, they had to put that particular card with the Charlo twins headlining on pay-per-view. Now, overall, the card was excellent. Now, I can't quite remember who all was on the card, but it was a good card, you know what I mean? Was it pay-per-view worthy? I just can't see how a unification, not a unification, a headliner with Jamal Charlo versus, who did he fight? He even fought, he fought Erislandy, and Jamal Charlo fought Banana Rosario. Those are not pay-per-view worthy fights, but nevertheless, the card was pretty good. Entertaining night of boxing. That crowd was still milk. And but my point is, you know, I've seen this guy fight for years. I've seen different styles give him trouble. You know what I mean? Especially boxers. A guy who could box. If it wasn't for the two knockdowns in the Austin Trout versus Jamal Charlo fight, that fight would be pretty close. It'd probably be a draw. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the two knockdowns. I believe he got a majority. You know, he dropped him twice, and to me, those were the differences on my scorecard. But besides that, it was a close-ass fight. And, what's his name? Jamal Charlo, being a top pound for pounder. Look, he has a loss, which he did avenge. I personally didn't think he lost that fight versus Tony Harrison. It was a close fight, but I thought he won it 7 rounds to 5. You know, he was getting outboxed in the second fight, but he pulled it off with a miraculous knockout. You know, and that's also because the man Tony Harrison was doing too much, but show. What's the deal, my guy? Be more the PK, Jet Cow. What's up with y'all, man? Salute to all y'all. Thanks for coming through. All right. So, what you call it? The man Jamal Charlo now, been a top pound for pounder. I don't even think years, you know what I mean? Now, Brian Castano's a major player, no question about it. Undefeated, 17-0. Slim got a WBO strap. He's been a WBA world champion before. That's the world champion, not the super champion. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the man, what you call it? You know, Jamal Charlo would have to beat Erislandy, Lara, and Jared Hurd. And if he does that, then he's no question, without a shadow of a doubt, a top 5 pound for pounder, you know what I mean? So, that's a fight I would hope, if Jamal Charlo has no intentions of moving up in weight to going to 160 pounds, you know, that's a fight that should happen next after the Castano fight, you know what I mean? These two guys are very familiar with each other. They sparred with each other. They used to be under Ronnie Shields, but, you know, Lara's still with Ronnie Shields. The other guy, Charlo's with Derek James, but Jamal Charlo is with Ronnie Shields as well. But, you know, that don't mean nothing. I see Danny Jacobs and Sergey Devchenko, two guys who are both trained by that trainer from Brooklyn. His name's escaping me right now. And you know what? They made the assistant trainer train Devchenko for the fight, train him. And then they made, you know, the regular coach train the man Danny Jacobs, you know what I mean? So, you know, I think stylistically, man, Lara has the goods to give Jamal Charlo hell. Jamal Charlo, on the other hand, has age under his man. Erislandy Lara is now 38 years old. He ain't still chicken, man. The best days are definitely behind us, you know? Because fighter, you know, I'm a big fan of Erislandy Lara since day one. You know what I mean? I can call it like I see it. But right now,
would be the best opportunity for Jermell Charlo to get the best fighter, best name on his resume, and that'd be fighting the man, Erislandy Lara, if he can beat Brian Castano. And I'm very glad that both guys are definitely taking the opportunity to go for undisputed. We haven't had undisputed at 154 pounds since maybe 06, when Sugar Shane Mosley lost to Ricky Wright. Ricky Wright captured all 3 world titles, WBA, IBF, and WBC at the time. You know? So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the undisputed fight. What's Erislandy Lara going to do? Erislandy Lara is not going to, highly unlikely, he's going to get opportunities to fight networks, politics. Erislandy Lara is going to go to the DAZN. He just might, but why would he? The man headlines, like the last 2-3 fights I've seen of Erislandy Lara, it's been on regular Channel 5 Fox, BBC on Fox, headlining for the whole country to see. You know? He got about 720,000 views on this last fight when he knocked out this Lamana, Cornflake Lamana, knocked him out in 1 round. You know what I mean? I was giving him some life-changing money. Now that's when a manager, advisor like Al Heyman will have to give that man the green light. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Go make that paper. If you beat the man Triple G, you come back to the PBC with your IBF, with an IBF strap on your shoulder. Well, there's only gonna let the man just come there for a 1-fight deal. There's a lot of politics in this boxing shit, man. You know, we can complain all we want, but at the end of the day, on Saturday, guess what we doing? We watching the fights, regardless if it's a great fight or a mismatch. Me, at least I do, you know. But it is, man. If we want to see this fight between Jermell Charlo, if we want to call him a great pound for pounder and propeller, pound for pound status, then he must fight Javed Hurd. And Javed Hurd and Lara still don't like each other. They still be having words. They still be going at each other on the Instagram. Excuse me, social media. You know what I mean? So I'd love to see that fight. We shall see. Time will tell. But Erislandy Lara, time's not on his side. You know, he went through a difficult fight with the man Javed Hurd. A difficult fight where Erislandy Lara was very entertaining, and he got dropped. And, you know, he got beat up pretty good, but he also put it on the man Javed Hurd. Don't get it twisted. Erislandy Lara was there. When he got dropped. I'm not going to say that the knockdown was the difference. Even if there was no knockdown, I had that fight, I believe, 8 rounds to 4. Maybe 7-5 at worst. There wasn't no 6-6 and Hurd just got by because of a knockdown. Nah. That's what it was happening. Erislandy Lara got humbled. Did you see his face after the fight? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Erislandy Lara still wants to fight Jermell Charlo. Will Jermell Charlo acknowledge it? Will he ignore him? Will he take on the challenge as a 3-belt holder? Might become undisputed. Might become in his next fight. You know what I'm saying? We shall see. Time will tell. You know what I mean? We watch boxing right here in Chinatown, Gallery Place, Washington, D.C. Nation's capital. You already know. Big up to everybody in the chat. How do you say? How the young kids say? Fuck 12. You see 12 up there? You see them 3 coppers? Fuck 12. That's what the kids say, right? You check it. So you watch boxing, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. They can move, man. Got work to do. Got a box full of electronics. And another day, another dollar. Be March Boxing. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And I'm gone. Probably got some more videos to come out, but good boy.